Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. Now, go ahead, once you come in, like the video because I'm gonna this gonna be short because y'all know it's 11:30, so it's my lunch, so I don't go on too long. Now, we're gonna be talking about Emmanuel Ocho and Angela Reese and the commentary that he had about Angela Reese. I know y'all done seen it all everywhere. We're gonna watch some of the clips. I will tell you right now, my four main problems about his commentary was not that was that he started off saying I'm going to take out race and gender. It's a black female athlete. How are we taking out race and gender? And the name of his one of his shows, his YouTube shows, is uncomfortable conversation with a black man. That's race and gender right there. But what made me what I don't like about his commentary is that he said she made herself the victim, which is not true. That he said that she was crying because she lost the game, which is not true. And he said that she was asking for sympathy, which is not true. Now, I'm going to show you, before I get into it, I'm going to show you this video that I just ran across. Now, I'm still watching some stuff about him, so I'm quite sure that I may do an update to this video. But let me show you guys this first, because I was watching him on Higher Learning with Van Latham, and what he said to me, what he said about the criticism that he is getting about his show is exactly, and what he don't like about it is people putting him down. I'm like, ain't that the exact same thing that he did to Angel? But I'm gonna show it to y'all real quick and let me know y'all opinion. I'm gonna show y'all this, then I'm gonna show you what he said about Angel. Okay, so let's get right up into it. Hopefully y'all can see it. Now he's right here. I want to make sure I'm saying his event had told him that he don't like his show makes him angry. He do not watch his show. He don't like uncomfortable conversation with a black man because it feels like that he's making it too easy for other races for how they feel and things about black men. Now, Ocho have said this show is not for black people. This is for like people who don't know black people and for them to get an insight into how it is to be a black man. Now, this is his response about people who say he takes it too easy on white people.
You got Ibram X. Kendi. He's going to deliver the information incredibly didactically broken down. And you have my approach. And I'm not going to rap about arresting the killers of Breonna Taylor. And Toby's probably not going to sit in an all-white room, saying, dear white brothers and sisters. But I'm also not going to undermine what Toby or Amanda or anybody else is going to do. And I would hope they would not undermine me. Like, there's different types of everything in this world. You got different water bottle flavors. You got different types of TVs. You got flat screens. You got plasmas. It's all good. So what I more often than not frustrated by is like, bro, you don't have to like it. Sis, you don't have to like it. Not literally y'all, but the proverbial bro and sis I'm speaking to is like, bro, it's all love. Like, I don't necessarily agree with what so many of these other people are doing. I'm like, what's that doing? How's that moving the needle? But I know people don't agree with me, but what I'm not going to do is publicly undermine them, because then see from us in the first place. It's black people fighting black people. Go ahead, man.
We'll get to that in a second.
Now, that's what people want to see in the first place, is black people fighting black people. One of my other problems with his commentary is that if you look, everybody is using his commentary to say things against Angel Reese. And to me, why? Because you got a black man who came out here and said that this is you a big bad wolf. Now you're acting like a cowardly dog, acting for sympathy. You just held your foot right there and let the door open for everybody else to come in because they like, this black man didn't say it. So what you said you don't like for people to do, to me, it feels like that's what you just did to this 21-year-old young female black athlete who's trying to get out here and make it. And all she did was be athlete. I don't like the rhetoric that everybody's putting out that she made herself a villain. She did not. And in this conversation, hopefully I could go and find a part. I'm gonna try to find it. Okay, no, this was not it. Wait, yeah. I'm coming in from lunch. Usually I have this queued up, but right now, okay, okay. So let me play. Now this is the part. This is the part that where he's called her big bad wolf, and she's you can't play a cowardly dog. So this. This was the day after she lost the game against Iowa. And I'm gonna cue that up, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to his commentary on there. And this is what I have an issue with.
And here's what I am about to do. I'm about to give a gender neutral racial.
Now, also, this is taken from his podcast. It's on YouTube. It's called Speak. I think this is a Fox show, but I may be mistaken. But what I'm letting you guys see now is on YouTube, and it's called Speak.
Actually indifferent take. Now, if you want to say, well, I cater your take based upon gender, Acho, cater your take based upon race, I will understand that. But I'm about to give a gender neutral, racially indifferent take. Angel Reese, you can't.
It is. I don't know why it's showing like it's not.
Because if you want to tell people get your money up, then post game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20, dog. Showed up, biggest game, second biggest game of your career. Absolute dog, but you can't under any circumstance go to the podium and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain. You painted the bullseye on your back. Why are you surprised when people shoot at you?
Now, that's what I had a problem with. He said that she painted the bullseye on her back. She asked to be the villain. She did not ask to be the villain. Now, I'm not a sports commentator. I'm not taking this from a sports point of view. I will be honest. I am an Angel Reese fan. And that's strictly because my daughter just started playing basketball. She's 10 years old. We came across Angel Reese. She liked her, ended up being her favorite player. She also had watched Caitlin Clark last game. Liked her. We were both over there like, oh my God, this girl is killing on threes. Like she unstoppable. So it ain't no bias there. But I mean, it's not it's because Angel Reese is black. She's her favorite color, and part of the reason is because she's a black girl and she sees someone who looks like her out on the court doing her thing and being a big basketball player. My daughter's also into fashion, and so she sees that you can do it both. Now, he said that she made herself the villain. She did not. The media made her the villain because she was out there on that court doing the same thing everybody else was doing. I actually only heard about Angel Reese because my daughter wasn't playing last year. First time I heard about Angel Reese when the Caitlin when she won the championship, and Caitlin, I keep calling her Caitlin Clark was doing the "You Can't See Me," and so when she won, Angel Reese did the "You Can't See Me" and point to the finger. Everybody made that a big deal. The media made her the villain from there. She did not make herself the villain. She did not go on TV and say, "Yeah, I want to be a villain." She made herself a great basketball player. The media made her a villain. So I'm like, that statement right there is incorrect. She did not ask for sympathy. That statement is incorrect. So I want to go ahead. I want to show y'all, and because I don't like to be, let me just say my opinion without proving what I say. I want to show y'all the actual news press, the conference that he's talking about, the interview where Angel Reese cried. If you watch the interview, Angel Reese not crying about losing no game. That's the narrative that with that speech she just gave, you can't lose and then want to cry. She's not crying about losing no game. Look when you see this interview, Angel Reese, they talk about, of course, the regular games, what happened in defense. when you was guarding Caitlyn, what happened? Maggie, before this, before the game even started, she did an interview where she said that me and Caitlyn is that people want us to be enemies. We are not enemies. Outside that court, we get along. And we get along fine. If you take everything together, you will know that once they lost and they did the news press, and that's when she started crying in that news press. You will see that was that young lady last game with that team. She ended up announcing that she declared for the WNBA draft. So she was emotional. She didn't cry after they lost the game. Man, you Caitlyn cried. I've been watching the championship. A lot of people, once they don't move on to the next one, they cry. That's a lot of hard work that they didn't work to get there. And some of their hopes and dreams they thinking at that moment have been crushed. Yes, you go on to live another day, but they're emotional. A lot of them cry. So if she would have cried about losing the game, then she would have. But don't spin a narrative that this girl is up here weeping about losing the game when she's not even weeping about that. It was her last game. Her friends at that time, when she very first started to cry, it's because Flo J, and I call her Flo J, I think it's called Fly J. Fly J and her other teammate was singing her praise, was giving her flowers, was telling her, how good of a leader that she was, and how they was having a hard time, and she helped them out, and she didn't dealt with a lot, and she didn't took it in stride. That's when she first started to cry. Then they go on and they ask her some more questions. A reporter asks her about her negative experience and how she's been painted in the media since last year. And she talks about her death threats. She talks about the negative things that have happened, that they are sexualizing her. Now, I have heard somebody say, well, she the one who ended up being a model and she posing in bikinis. That don't give you the right to sexualize the girl. From what I didn't heard, now I haven't seen it because I don't want to see it. They done took the girl body and put it on all types of P sites. Y'all know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? PORNO. They didn't put it on all those sites, and they took her body, not or her face, either one or the other, and they put it on there and make it seem like that's her doing it. That's what she's talking about as far as them sexualizing her. And before this, it was just a big news article from the LA Times with their game previous to Ohio, where the men had to go and take out some statements because it pretty much came off as racism and sexist that he was calling her team dirty debutantes and comparing them to the other team which was cookies and cream. He called them villains, and the other teams was saints. So she's talking about things of that nature. But y'all, let me pull it up instead of just talking. Let me let y'all hear it. Angel Reese. Let me let y'all hear it, y'all. So y'all can see for yourself. And you tell me if she's talking about losing the game the way that it's been put out here, that she's crying because she lost the game. I had it in one person had like 10 minutes. Here we go. And this is from Hawk Central YouTube page. He has the 10 minutes of the press conference. That means 7 minutes. I'm gonna, I'm gonna rewind it and make sure that it's up here for y'all to see it. Okay, there it is. This is at the
It hurts now, but you had mentioned just kind of what a wild ride this team has been on for the last year. Can you kind of describe what it's meant to you, what it's been like for you, both the positive?
Yeah, we've seen everything this year. We have been through so much adversity. So I'm more than proud of this team. We don't have that much depth. We had some injuries. Some time I took some time away from the team. So many things happened this year, and so many things hit us, and we never folded. And just being able to come out tonight and give our all for 40 minutes, we came up short, but we have to keep our heads high.
Is she crying about the game? Is she telling you just explaining what happened in the game? No, she's not crying about the game. Now I'm gonna fast forward to it was around 3 minutes.
game like this to, put up 23 points and be a factor on both ends?
Bro, let me tell you something. Everybody can have their opinion on Angel Reese.
Go back to the question.
But y'all don't know
Go
her.
back a little bit so y'all can hear the
Let me tell
question.
you something. Every
Leadership that she's provided for this team. And Angel, can you just take me through what it meant to see what Flau'jae was able to do in a game like this to, put up 23 points and be a factor on both ends?
Bro, let me tell you something. Everybody can have their opinion on Angel.
He asked her, take him through what it was like, Angel being her teammate. That's the question. See, Angel's not crying.
Angel Reese. But y'all don't know her. Like, y'all don't know Angel Reese. I know Angel Reese. I know the real Angel Reese. And the person I see every day is a strong person. Is a caring, loving person, brother.
And that's when she started crying. Not about losing the game. She was receiving praise from her friend, her teammate, and Maggie, her and Flau'jae had problems earlier this year. She's receiving praise from her. And Maggie, this is the last game that they gonna play together as far as college. Maybe in the WNBA they'll get together. Flau'jae is only, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, maybe Flau'jae, but Flau'jae is only a sophomore. Angel is going on for the WNBA, and the next teammate, the other teammate that's sitting there, she's not playing for LSU next year. So can she be emotional? Can she cry? This is when she starts to cry. Not about losing a game.
The crown she wears is heavy, bro. She's the type of teammate that's gonna make you believe in yourself. The leap that I took from my freshman to sophomore year, Angel gave me that confidence to go be a dog, playing next to a dog every day. And, just to see how the media ridicule her, went through our problems, but like, this is my sister right here. And I'm so proud of her. Like, the media, y'all, how they like to twist and call her the villain and all of that, y'all don't know Angel, bro. And I'm just happy.
Like I said earlier, she ain't the one who she took on the name because they started calling her villain, but she's not the one who self-proclaimed to be a villain. That was the media.
Happy that I get to play with her. I get to be around her presence. Her energy is different. Like, she just made me a better player. She made me a better player, and that's what great players do.
I'll say something too. I think, Angel's one of the toughest people I've been around. People speak hate into her life. I've never seen people wish bad things on someone as much as her, and it does not affect her. She comes to practice every day. She lives her life every day. She lives how she wants to live, and she don't let nobody change that. And that's the key to life right there. Y'all do not get to her. Let me say it again. Y'all do not get to Angel Reese. So you might want to give it up, throw the towel in, because you're wasting your energy. So Angel's one of the toughest people I've been around.
Now, again, she's still sitting there. Yeah, she's crying. Yeah, she's wiping her tears. She's still sitting there trying to be strong and intake these praises that she was receiving from her teammate after just losing the game. But if anything they just say was about losing that game when she started crying, when both the teammates spoke, none of that was about losing the game. It was praise given to I want to say the captain of the team, but it was praise given to the teammate, not about losing the game. Now let's continue on to the clips that's making the rounds.
Ben Pickton from The Athletic. This is for Flau'jae and Angel. It seemed like, Angel, when you fouled out, you walked over to the sideline and you put your arm around Flau'jae, and Flau'jae put your arm around you. Just what did you guys...
Now, this is a question about the game. She's not crying about it. She stopped crying. Now she's answering questions about the game.
say in that moment, and what was that moment like for you both?
Yeah, just telling her just to keep leading the team, and don't give up and keep fighting. I mean, Flau'jae's done a great job when I'm down or not having my best game, being able to have a player like a teammate like Flau'jae as a sophomore, only a sophomore, step up and just lead the team. And throughout.
Let me say something too, because people are saying that there's no difference being made. Mayu, the game before this, one of the opponents had fouled out, and they, the news went wild because if you watch that game, it was a game. It was for moving on to the next round. All the teams are playing hard. They're fouling, but she's a star player, so of course they're gonna be on her. So of course they had pushed her down. It was rough when she really wasn't able to get free to get the ball. The one who was guarding her had fouled out because she was fouling Angel, and that's when she did the bite wave. That's competition. That girl cried. Did that make the news? Nope. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with her crying, but I'm saying the difference, and yes, she was a white girl. And I'm saying the difference that they're making between Angel and how everybody is coming down on her and harassing this girl for doing some of the same things that everybody else is doing. And this one is particularly different because they're changing the narrative. Like, if you keep moving the goalpost, how she gonna ever reach the goal? You changing the narrative. She ain't even crying over the game, but that's the narrative you spend it to everybody. Which then you see the title. Can black women be sensitive? Because the narrative, also a narrative, black women were too strong. Bitter black women, aggressive black women. So a black woman is now showing you her sensitive side, and she's crying. And look at the headline. She's been called a cowardly dog. Being compared. She didn't get called. She was compared to a cowardly dog.
For everything, she's led the team throughout the whole year. So we've had that relationship, and just being able to talk to her in that moment was great.
Yeah, she was just like the chef. She was just holding me accountable. I was telling her, cheer us on, keep us going. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do right there.
Erica L. Ayala with CBSSports.com. Angel, this question will be for you if
is the
you're
question.
willing to share. What was going through your mind as you heard your two teammates right here on the dais just taking the opportunity to really stand up for you and what your journey has been like that we don't get to see?
Before I play her answer, Manu, he says she's asking for sympathy. This is her answer to the question, which is going to start her back because she's talking about her journey, which is an emotional journey. Again, can black women be sensitive? Because this is what she can dogged out for.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know, I'm still a human. All this has happened since I won the national championship. And I said the other day, I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks. But I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything. And I would still sit here and say, I'm unapologetically me. I'm going to always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you. But keep being who you are. Keep waking up every day. Keep being motivated, staying who you are, staying 10 toes, don't back down, and just be confident.
This is for Kim. Can you?
That's the clip. That's the clip that they said she's asking for sympathy. That's the clip that she's the big bad wolf and acting like a cowardly dog. That's the clip. So that's what I'm saying. And I haven't seen anybody address that. That people are saying that this young lady here, because of she was a trash talker during the game, that this young lady who act like the big bad wolf, now she's playing Angel Reese. You see the headline, Angel Reese plays the victim. What in that clip where that young lady, 21 years old, plays the victim? Man, she receives all this heat starting from last year. Last year, she wasn't a freshman yet last year. You think last year was the first time her playing? You think last year was the first time she got good? In all the time that she's been playing, she just got good last year and received all this news coverage because she got good last year? No, she got good because she did something that a white player was doing, Caitlin. She did it back and they won that game. That nobody expected them to win. That's why she received all death threats. That's why she received all that. So this narrative that this girl is over here, and I keep calling her girl because she's young. Yeah, my daughter just turned 21. I feel like I have to stand up for her because you, they say men are supposed to lead, but what Emmanuel Ocho just led on is a harassment of another black person, a young black woman that's only 21 years old, and as if she deserved this because she trash talked. As if we can't be sensitive, that we're giving praise, that it's an emotional time, that it's the last game that I'm playing with my friends before I move on to the draft. That I'm talking about this experience that I didn't have for a year because I did this. That the same thing that somebody else is doing. I received death threats. I've been getting harassed. I've been sexualized. She said she haven't had a moment of peace. And she's just going through it and explaining it. Now, if she would have been up there like, that's why you be, yeah. Like, what you want her to say? It's damn if you do, and it's damn if you don't. Now, she would have got up there and not kids. Then it'd be like, oh, she's so insensitive. She's so cold. Well, usually Angel got a lot to say. She ain't got a lot to say because she lost. So now that she is showing you that I'm human. I done went through this. I done went through that. Now she's not crying about no losing no game. So that narrative that she's crying about losing a game, you can't cry since you done lost. She's not crying because she lost. She's crying because of all the bullshit she went through because she's a black female athlete who won against what America viewed as their great white hope. And so she have received backlash for a year because of it. She didn't make herself a villain. She made herself a phenomenal basketball player and now a model or a brand ambassador or an influencer or whatever you want to say. And then she's going to be a professional WNBA player. That's what she made herself. And according to her teammate, she made herself a great leader, a great teammate, someone that was there for them. That's what she made herself. Media made her the villain. And she didn't say anything, just took on the role. She may have said, y'all made me the villain, or I'm the wear the role as the villain, but that ain't what she made herself. That's what was started being told to her. That's what started being told about her in the media. And now that she's standing up and saying something, that now and it's still an issue. So she can't be competitive on the court. She can't talk trash on the court. What y'all think they out there doing? If you watch the clips that he's talking about, what she talked back to adults, she said something like, keep my name out your mouth. That she said to, I think, another coach is what she said it to. Wouldn't that mean the coach had to be on the opposite team, had to be saying something to her? It was a clip of her saying something about get your money up, get your paper up, something like that. They was trash talking on the court. The other team player was saying something to her, and she was saying, shut up, you to get your money up, get your paper. The trash talk that's on the court. And then I'm like, even I'm not gonna say that the girl, I'm not on the court. They're not mic'd up. I'm just talking about the clips that I have seen that people say is that's her being the big bad wolf. And the ones I have seen is actually her trash talking, but she's responding to somebody. I'm not saying she's not going out there talking trash. I assume they do. Because I don't know no sport. Maybe, I don't know, maybe golf. I don't know no competitive sports where they ain't talking trash. Maybe golf and tennis. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know. I'm assuming they all doing it. But why is this particular girl is being vilified for it? She did it last year when she won. She's doing it this year. She lost. She's still being talked about compared to a cowardly dog because she has emotions when she's given her flowers. Pretty much they're giving her flowers. But then it's made to look like she's been emotional because she lost a game. Go watch the interview. And as a commentator, Emmanuel Ocho, I'm assuming you watched the interview. So that means if or did you just see a clip? Because if you watched the interview, you knew that's what she wasn't crying for. But yet you sat up there on this national podcast, because if I'm not mistaken, yes, it's on YouTube, but I believe the show is aired on TV in front of all these viewers, and spun the narrative that this girl is a crying wolf. Well, she's a big bad wolf, and now she's crying like a cowardly dog because you lost. That she self-proclaimed herself a villain, and now that she lost, she's out here and go post game, set up that and ask for sympathy. Nowhere in that interview did I see that girl ask for sympathy. Nowhere in that interview did I see that girl say, "I'm the villain." I didn't see news articles where they called her the villain. I heard her teammates say they made her the villain. Nowhere in there she said, "I don't get to stand up for myself." Nowhere in there did she say, "Y'all, could y'all stand up for me? Y'all, could y'all stop doing this to me? Y'all," nothing. Now, Emmanuel have came out with another video, I want to say this morning or yesterday, where he does not apologize. What he does is he says he thanks the people who have, not politely, respectfully disagreed with him and have got him to see another point of view. But whatever point of view it wasn't the point of view where he apologized for comparing her to a cowardly dog. So, I mean, hey, that's just what I seen. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Do y'all think that, for me, my whole take on this is that it to me, it put on the front street for everyone to see that y'all, the narrative is out there that there's angry women, there's black women especially, but they say women in general, but especially black women have became too masculine. And then now that we have a young lady who's out here showing emotions, she's crying, not about losing a game, but she's emotional. Last game, teammates giving you praise, and she's a cowardly dog. She's compared to a cowardly dog. Don't you think that's a bit of a catch-22 for the black women? I do. Y'all let me know what y'all think up in the comments. I know a lot of people have said it's not racism, but type it in. Even her white teammates, Haley, who was sitting next to her, came out and said, "No, I do the same thing she does, and I don't get none of that. I don't get no negative comments about me. I don't get no death threats. I don't get told, drug or negatively in the media." She said it's racist. Her coach didn't say it was racist. Her coach said it was sexist. One of the articles that they have written. But I believe it's a little bit of both. Sugar, spice, everything nice. Put a little racism, a little sexism up there, spin it out. But I felt like with the reason I'm commenting on this, because as a black man, the black women to me stands up and do so much for black men. I know y'all have your opinion about Black Lives Matter. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about the movement, who it was started by, and who most of it is for. You can name maybe 2-3 women, Brianna and Sandra, that the movement to say their name and to say her name. A lot of it was black men. That you see majority a lot of black women who's out here standing up protesting, and I just see it more with black women who where we come to either the defense of black men. And I think in this moment, this young woman, that it would have been something to see that the black men, and now I will say, since Emmanuel have done this, there have been some black men who have came. I want to say Matt Burns, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple of others. But that he opened the door for other people, like he just said in last year when he was on Higher Learning, they shouldn't be us going against us, opening the door for other people, other races to come in to talk about us. And that's exactly what he just did to Angel. And so I'm like, I have a problem with that. So, and this is what, my channel is of different things that I have on my mind that I would like to speak about. And I didn't see people speaking on that. So I was like, okay, let me just drop my little view of it. Y'all tell me y'all opinion out up in the comments. I'm finna get up out of here because I got to run on back to work. Okay. Don't forget to like the video, hit the all button for the notification. Hit the all button. Let me see. Let me be sure. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I got the notification up in there. Yeah. But anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the all button so you can get notifications for when I go live. Like me on all the social media. Yeah, my TikTok. I've been arguing back and forth with people on TikTok all morning. Not people. This is one person about this Angel Reese situation. Because I got something to say. I'm gonna say something back. I'm a Gemini baby from the Shack by way of Mississippi. Okay, that's why you hear the country and the voice. Born and raised in Chicago, but spent all of my summers in Mississippi. So you gonna hear some y'all come up out of here, and I'm typically have something to say back. Well, go ahead, put in the comments what y'all want to hear about next. Put in the comments what you feel about this situation, and of course, I see the comments. I'm gonna comment right back and be like, "Hey y'all, how y'all doing?" Okay, now let me get on out of here to go back to work. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And I'm just saying, Angel Reese, my daughter love you. I love you. And even though you ain't gonna be at LSU, wherever you play at next, baby, we're gonna try to come see you. And the rest of the ladies on the team, Haley's going somewhere else. We're gonna root for you too. Caitlin, when she play, because they finna play. Like I said, I'm not a big sports person. I'm watching women's sports, so my daughter could watch it and she gets her inspiration. So I'm hopefully watch the next games that's coming up. UConn, Iowa, and South Carolina, and I forget who they playing. I'm gonna be watching it too. I'm probably gonna do commentary on it because I'm leaving that to sports commentator. This commentary was about what was said and correcting and spinning of false narrative. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Like the video, okay?